If you're currently in the UK on the student visa and you've recently graduated and you've had those challenges of switching, you've been confused about being able to switch with your dependent to a care worker visa. This has been a big challenge for the past few months. I still receive those messages till date. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you in our beautiful family. Like you know, I create content on how you can migrate to the UK immigration updates, which I'm about to share one right now. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, do hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. So guys, without wasting so much of your time, let's quickly dive right into today's video. But before we dive right into today's video, I've got fantastic news for you. Are you a new migrant, or maybe you're planning to move to the UK, or you're planning to pay your school fees from abroad? I've got a fantastic app which is called Leatherback you can use to send money to your friends and loved ones overseas. Apart from sending money to your friends and loved ones overseas, you can create an account with Leatherback. If you sign up with Leatherback today and you send £20 and above, you get instant £20 cash back. Like, this is not going to come after a few days, you're getting it instantly. So all you need to do is to click on the link in the description, sign up with Leatherback, send £20 and above, and you will receive £20 cash back in your Leatherback account, which you can also send to another person. And another thing I need to let you know is that this Leatherback is registered with Financial Conduct Authority. So whenever you're using it to send money, you don't have to stress yourself for anything, because your money is secured. Your money is not going to go missing. And if you have any challenges during your transaction, there is a 24/7 customer service that you can contact for them to resolve it. So hurry up now, guys. Click on that link you're seeing in the description of this video and also in the pinned comment, and sign up with Leatherback. And also don't forget to use my referral code as you can see on the screen, and thank me later. Thank you very much for your time. As earlier mentioned, a lot of people are confused about this switching with your dependent if you have finally graduated. And just to let you know that in the past, you could switch even without graduating in the UK, but that rule changed, I think, on the 17th of July last year. Now you have to graduate, get a letter from your school before you can now apply for a new visa, either the post-study work visa, which allows you to stay in the UK for 2 years to look for a job, or maybe you're switching to a care worker visa. That I also got in touch with a few people that left a comment on my video to say they were able to switch to a care worker visa after the 11th of March with their dependents. Like you know, the UK government announced that if you're switching to a care worker visa, you cannot switch with your dependents. As you can see, you might be able to apply to switch to a health and care worker visa if you're already in the UK on a different type of visa. Your partner or children visa will not automatically switch to this visa. If you switch yours, if they do not switch their visa, it will be valid until its original end date. Who cannot apply to switch to this visa? This category, as you can see, you cannot apply to switch to this visa if you're currently in the UK on a visit visa, like we know. There's another thing to take note of, as you can see on my screen. If you're switching to this visa as a care worker or senior care worker, your partner or children will not be able to switch as your dependent to this visa. This has been something that a lot of people have been confused about. When it comes to the UK law, I wouldn't say it's kind of, I don't know, sometimes there are some things that happens in the Home Office that are not even on the website. Now, I filmed a video about this, I think a few months ago. I kept receiving messages, oh, Fajira, I was able to switch. I didn't want to just accept it until I saw an approval from Home Office from one of those that commented on that video that they were able to switch with their dependents. Now, she was a student. She came to the UK to study, and by the time she finished, she got a COS after 11th of March. The new rule says that if you're able to switch before the 11th of March, then your dependents can join you on that visa. But guys, to be honest, I have not seen anybody that have left the UK with their dependents. Now, the few people that commented on that video, they said they were able to switch, and I was like, you know what, send me the visa and send me the approval. I just want to see so I can believe they were able to switch. This is just an update I got from my viewers as well, that they were like, oh, Fajira, no, I was able to switch. Like I said, that the UK laws, sometimes from experience, I've been here for almost 14 years now. There are certain things that is on the Home Office website that I don't know if the Home Office actually works with. Just as you can see on that document, it clearly stated that if you're currently in the UK and you want to switch any other category of visa to the care worker visa as a senior carer or a care worker, your dependents are not allowed to switch with you. It's really confusing. And there's another part as well that says that if you get your COS after the 11th of March, you're not allowed to bring your dependents. Yes, if you get your COS after the 11th of March and is a care COS, a lot of people are confusing this, thinking that it's just any COS. Provided it's a care worker or senior carer COS, code 6135 and code 6136, and you get it after 11th of March, you cannot bring your dependents from overseas. But for those currently in the UK, like I've received so many messages and they don't want me to display their name so that Home Office will not change their mind. They have actually applied with their dependents and they have switched to the health and care worker visa as carers and as well as senior carers. Now, the only category of people that are still allowed to come with dependents from overseas is with NHS, which is the code 6141. Those are the people that can bring their dependents from overseas, which are the auxiliary nurses. Now, it's just two categories for people that have been asking me, oh, as care worker with NHS, does it mean I cannot bring my dependents? If you get a job with NHS on code 6141, which is for nursing auxiliaries and assist doctors, nurses, and other health professionals in caring for the sick and injured within hospital, homes, clinics, and the wider community, you're allowed to come with your dependent. So it could be still care, but classified as auxiliary nurses. So for those who are currently in the UK as students that have been asking me, oh, Fajira, if I get my COS after 11th of March, am I allowed to bring my dependent from overseas? No, you're not allowed to bring your dependent from overseas. If you got your COS on code 6135, able to get a job on code 6141, then you should be able to bring your dependent. But if you already have your dependents in the UK, as you can see, there is no place that says that if you're a student who have graduated, you cannot switch to the health and care worker visa or the care worker visa. Now, those who cannot switch to this visa, as you can see, are those on a visit visa, on a short-term student visa, on a parent or of a child student visa, on a seasonal worker visa, on a domestic worker in a private household visa, on immigration bill, because they were given permission to stay outside the immigration rules, for example, on compassionate ground. If your partner or child is currently in the UK on a student visa, they can only switch if they have either completed the course they were sponsors to study for a PhD for at least 24 months, just as you can see on my screen. So another confusing part about this is your partner and children cannot apply to join you or stay as your dependent if you switch to a health and care worker visa from another visa. They can only apply to join you or stay if you were employed as a care worker or senior care worker in the UK and on a health and care worker visa before 11th of March 2024, and one of the following is true. You're currently still on a health and care worker visa. You're extending your health and care worker visa with your current employer. You're changing to a new job within the same occupation code. Why on a health and care worker visa, guys? To be honest, like I said, that most of the students that have switched recently, they actually switched with their dependents and they all got their visas. But bearing in mind that these dependents were dependents that was already with them in the UK on their student dependents, so it's worth giving it a go. Some of my viewers, they reached out to me and they said they were able to switch after they completed their studies in May, and their visa with their dependents is already out as care worker with their dependents. So you can give it a go and see the outcome. I actually asked the people who reached out to me that their visas was approved if I should share. They didn't even want me to share anything on my screen, because you know that mentality of, oh, let it not be I'm the one that said it and they withdraws my visa and my family. But you can give it a go and see how far. Before you switch to any category of visa, if you came into the UK as a student, you have to complete your study and make sure that you get your letter from school to show that you have completed your study. If not, the visa will still be refused. So this is just what it is. For everyone who has been asking me that question, that they saw it, somebody wrote on the comment, have I seen the visa, have I seen the approval? Yes, I've seen them, but they don't want me to share it with the public. If you're one of those two that have received your visa with your dependent, kindly leave in the comment section. Maybe the people who are still worried about this, we reach out to you and you can share with them and ask them not to share with anybody. Just leave in the comment section what your experience was. Did you apply for the visa and you did not get it? Others can learn and not get so worried about this update. So guys, this brings us to the end of today's video. And if you find this video helpful, please do like and share with your friends and loved ones. If you're yet to subscribe to join our beautiful family, please do hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. Until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.